Welcome back to ADNAC Accent Coaching. My name's Allison. Just going to mention something today that people don't realize because of spelling in our accent, Pacific Northwest, Canadian or American English. The word fire is two syllables. It looks like one syllable because of the spelling, right? Fire, right? You think it's going to be. But in our accent, fire, just like the word buyer, right? Flour, if we're thinking of like the powdery stuff that you cook with versus the flowers and plants outside, flour is also two syllables. So is the word hire. If you're going to hire or fire someone, or if you're going lower or higher, that word hire, regardless of how it's spelled, is two syllables in Pacific Northwest English. You might hear other accents such as like transatlantic, and I'll give the example of Captain Janeway from Star Trek Voyager because I'm a huge dork. She has a transatlantic accent, which is like this kind of old-timey, like Lauren Bacall, Humphrey Bogart, like, 1930s to 50s film noir kind of accent. She has that accent, the transatlantic accent. And she'll say, fire, like aim torpedoes, fire. So her fire is one syllable. She said fire. It fits in one syllable. She doesn't say fire, right? So that's a difference between this Pacific Northwest accent and other regional dialects or even fake dialects like the transatlantic in the US. That sound creates a whole new syllable. In English, we have a lot of these syllabic consonants. We have the N, like listen or Manhattan or forgotten. That N on its own, no vowel, is its own syllable, right? Listen, forgotten, Manhattan, mountain, fountain, accountant. That N is its own syllable. R can be its own syllable. Stronger, lighter, faster, higher. Its own syllable. L can be its own syllable. We call this dark L in English. Little, battle, subtle. So that little, battle, subtle. That L is its own syllable as well. So these syllabic consonants that we have in English create their own syllables so that we can fit our syllables to our sonority sequencing principle, which we like in English. We like to have these for sure obvious syllables that have a consonant and a vowel in them. And then that's why these kinds of syllabic consonants can happen, like ol, n. All right, does that make sense? I always say that, and then I've heard someone else say asking, does that make sense, is like colonial or something, and I don't really understand what that even means, but I apologize if me asking, does that make sense, seems like colonialism. I don't know. The person's opinion is valid, so sorry if I do that, but I do take time out of my day to educate people for free. So hopefully that kind of is the overarching, most important thing that people take away about me personally. Not that I'm a colonialist. All right. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.